Sandwich. That's what that was. Yeah. So it's fine. It's good. As much as no, it's I don't really know. That would need to be like living room with several beverages. I think for the most part they all think like so that's good, but like and I have to say that, you know, that emotional regulation is like is really difficult to learn. But so, like when they shit the bed, you can start to see it, right? And they feel it, and then you kind of have to like rein it in. But they did that, so that's a good experience.
This is Bachek and Dylan's final practice stone, and then Dylan will be throwing LSD.
I don't think the Christmas show. He's 18 and spring university. Like, I don't think there's a lot of moms there. Dads.
Team Vanden Dandenine.
I don't know.
Vandenine.
Oh, they're
Got 5 foot 2 inches. So just biting the top of the 12. This one would beat him, but he's going to rethrow it. This here is Vandenines. You can see it just was biting the top there. And he's heavy out of the hand. They put a broom in front of it though. Let's go to sit. And that's official. 3 for 3. Nobody hit the paint all weekend. That's how it's been going. Kessler asked Max to put up a center line guard.
You're a good person.
Van den Eyden. Or Enden? Enden. Vanden Enden. Vanden Eyden. We're going to go Vanden Eyden. Max puts one on the dot. Van den Eyden gonna sit right on top of it. Bumps that one and straight on out. Sitting right on top of the button. We won't have any overhead shots today. Just don't have the... We're jammed in a corner and I can't get the camera at the right angle for it. And this one chips the red one out of the rings but remains in play. That one sails through the back and removed from play. Kessler asked Dylan to put up a center line guard. Deep guard, just touching the forefoot. They walk beside this one as they're it's coming back. It might make contact, just makes contact, but red's gonna roll to the back 12 and just bite, and blue one sitting just outside the forefoot. That one's just shy of the rings, a little left of where they wanted. This one was really light out of the hands and they got on it. It will make it across the line. Rebecca. Big wide corner guard there. Kessler wants to sit one just in front of that red stone on the back left. Boys are scrubbing that one. It's gonna sit just behind the tee line on the edge of the 8-foot. Pretty hard to get to.
I know, I love it. You are so invested.
Third stones now here, so trying to put one in the 4-foot is what they asked for. Timeout, Team Bachek.
He sits there and says, well, I'm not.
I missed what they were trying to call here, but
Get it checked and if it says everything's good.
guard and or top of the house.
My biggest thing is in like
Play a little aggressive here.
just because if it actually didn't get that far, like it shows
Looks like they're trying to get it into the house.
that's definitely in the bone.
That one's gonna freeze right onto the side of that one,
Happy appointment at Christmas like we were supposed
side by side.
to. Sorry about that. That was 100% Twitter's fault. Because they were supposed to call us.
Looking good.
Send it right now.
This is looking pretty good. It's gonna remove that one that just got thrown,
Thankfully, and now it's just.
and it just goes out the back and gets removed from play.
I can't see anything with it. If anything, maybe another like one last shot of antibiotics to make sure the infection's not which is good because that wound already is nuts. He's like, I'm done. I don't want to work anymore.
Looks like they're gonna try to hit this red one and they're gonna lose their one behind. That's gonna squirt the red one out the left-hand side, hopefully without a jam.
He's not like, oh, if it hurts or anything happens, you need to call me or I'll come back so you're not walking on it. He's like, yep, sounds good. He was gone for 4 hours. So I'm like, okay, yeah.
They're gonna want to come across the face of that, or at least nose.
So no, he's been doing good. It's just nice. But definitely don't want to do that again.
Oh, he's way pushed it to the center line side. Yeah, that is not gonna come back. Just rubs it over and makes it more difficult now to get out of there. Timeout, Van den Eyden. Well, where the broom is, they might want to sit right on top of the existing corner freeze there to the existing red is my guess. See what gets executed here. Weight looks okay, maybe a bit heavy, a bit wide. That's gonna end up in the back of the house, but probably settle down. Andrew tries to sweep it out. Kessler has a very similar shot to his last one. Yeah, the ice was good. You just missed the shot, so
He was wide.
yeah. As long as he misses the same way again, should be all right.
Well, no, it's not because I explained them, because Jackson still.
He has big weight peel.
I'm sorry, you have to learn it from my mom. Because I still don't know. I get things, but not like they get stuff. Oh, okay.
I'm standing right on the tee line or on the center line here, so he missed a little bit to the center line. That's gonna get a good nose. And it just squirted over Van den Eyden Red Rock right over to the button. Van den Eyden currently sitting 1, biting the button. Needs to draw to at least half of the 8 foot for 2. They were walking beside it and slowly clean, and now they're hard on it. It looks like it might be short. Yep, only one. Van den Eyden takes a 1-point lead here after the first and calls for a centerline guard. Van den Eyden over curls their guard and a little deep. Kessler ignores that and asks Max to put up a corner guard. High corner guard just off the 8 foot. Skip waves them off. Now they're on it. Little light over curls. They don't get behind it, but stacking them up there. Max gonna put one behind the corner guard here is the plan. Call it heavy out of the hand. This one's looking pretty good. Andrew tries to sweep it and get some curl on it. It's going to sit just above the tee line. Perfect and fully buried. Van den Eyden chasing this one, but they're going to be light. It's going to over curl and be guard the boards. Now Dylan asked to put one behind these two guards that are up here. They get on it. Oh, they called curl. It started to move, then they went straight. Just a hair light. Van den Eyden going to try that same angle. Try to come around. He's a little inside and looks heavy as they walk beside it. Might get some action here off of off the blue. It's going to punch the blue in for shot rock. Ask Dylan to do the same shot and come in around behind it. Bachek lying 2 with Van den Eyden as the third shot. This one's heavier as the guys walk beside it. Andrew thought it was a little light, so he got on it, but it's actually going to look pretty decent here as it turns. Kind of gets 7/8 buried. Van den Eyden asking for a draw to sit on top of it is what they said. Third and stones now as Bachek now has hammer. Lion 3 here. They're getting on it, but it does look like it might catch that top one. Kind of move a bunch of stuff around. Kessler says let's come around that center again. Set one in for fourth shot to just try to outcount this red one in the top left of the 12 foot there. We're going to call it the top left quadrant of your screen. Out of the hands. Dylan just cleaning. Looks heavy. It's got a ton of rotation on it. It was way wide. Kessler trying to use this backing and wick. Get a little separation there. Looks like an easy double. Oh, but he's going to call for the draw. Going to try to outdraw him. I think we have all the rocks in play right now. Looks like fairly decent weight. Got decent line. Now it starts moving. You're going to probably push the blue one under cover a bit more and roll over into the wide open yonder here. Wide open hit here for Andrew. Not sure what weight we got here, but that kind of ice, it should be a little higher. Asking Max to move that one on over. He's going to get his own. Move a bunch of stuff around. Ben and Eyden still lying one. Bachek has the second, third, fourth, and fifth shot right now. Ben and Eyden trying to bring another one in here, but it looks a little light. They're on and off of it. Hard to judge here. I got everybody standing in front. As I peek through, they're gonna come in and lie. I think it's going to matter. Kessler's going to hit it out. Anyway, he's going to use it and punch it out.
Just put a helmet on you. Probably when you start skating, like the little, like the boys are in our road. And I know that there's some but if you're looking at it as a goes somebody's going to have to skip to the night
Oh, he's way inside. Dylan's trying to hold that one straight. It's going to wick off. Knock some stuff around and throw another one into play there. Tough spot here now for Bachek. Timeout. Van den Eyden. Assume they're going to try to guard this.
He just flares up too. I love it. Because when I watch you guys too during the Sunday league, they're still at only one field.
So mad at me too. Why are you blaring? You're just getting madder. I'm like, yeah, like this. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm so
They're just walking beside it. It's going to be a little deep for a guard. But what's the lineup going to look like? That's pretty good. Kind of doesn't give any really options for much.
There's the real smile, the natural one.
As the team convenes here to see what I'm trying to punch that one.
Run the red one back. The other red one. That's there.
But then the red one they're running back is not gonna go anywhere. If it does anywhere, it's gonna jam on the one or blue on the back. So yeah, we'll see what happens here.
Might jam. Might not jam.
chilly. Come sit. Nobody's sitting here. Yeah, nobody's sitting here. Yeah. Come watch the.
So final shot at the end here for Kessler Bachek.
Oh, did you?
Van den Eyden actually lying one. Kessler trying to shoot the gap here. Oh, and he might have. No way, he got in the wick around and takes one. Van and Eyden trying to go around their corner guard there on the left. Bachek has 2 up the center. The one on your left-hand side is actually half a rock in the rings. The other one is just out front. Van and Eyden's are both outside the rings. Kessler asked Dylan to come around those center ones. They were calling him to curl, and then they over-curled it. But punches that other one back into the 8-foot and has 2 guards in the front. Ben and Eyden trying to go into that corner again, but they're going to be late. That Red Rock is just biting.
Who even knows what's there? That could be a scary thing, actually.
Dylan asked to take that one out, but Max trying to keep it straight here. He's going to get a nose hit, but it probably won't roll into play. Van den Eyden going after all that stuff in the center, and they actually punch both of the blue rocks into play. Kessler gonna elect to come in on that other side, on the left hand side and around, and put one just in behind all that stuff. Dylan plowing that one right away. And then off. They think he's heavy. Now they making that curl. It just skinnies by, but it's going to skate out the back of the house. Van den Eyden trying to come in. They're going to be a little light and tight. They're going to outscore 2 of the Bachek rocks. So Kessler asking Andrew to do the exact same thing, just a little lighter weight. Both boys are sweeping this one hard. Dylan trying to keep it straight as it's a little light. But they're going to come in and just rub off the red, but going to go in for shot rock. Kind of on the open there, but gives Van den Eyden an opportunity to hit and roll underneath. He slid way outside. They're trying to keep it straight. They're going to probably get that top guard, but where are they going to roll? They roll and chip under, but push the Bachek rock just a hair closer. The Bachek sitting 2, the one in the open by Andrew's foot there, and then the one at the very end of the Christmas tree where Kessler just tapped his broom. Kessler wanting to put another one in there. Kessler with his first here. Van den Eyden with the hammer. Bachek trying to bury one in behind that mess on the center line. Van den Eyden actually has the third and the fourth shot rock, but this one's light out of the hand as both boys are sweeping it really, really hard. Oh, and they give up. He's about 6 feet short of the rings. This one's going to hit it, but he's going to hit and roll out. Removes it and both go out. Kessler going to try the same shot and come around the outside to lie 2. Bachek currently at lion 1. Kessler comes up short again, but currently lion 1. Van den Eyden with the timeout. Jacob Libis just lost in the 3-4 page playoff in the provincial championships for the men's to go to the Brier. So he is out. We're now just flipped over to watch the Cooey Van Amsterdam game. Cooey's up 5-4 with the hammer in the 10th end. Currently lion 2 with 3 rocks each to go.
Tight chip.
So Van and Eyden going here for, you can see that one just left of the broom, the blue one sticking about a third maybe sticking out. If they pick that one out, they'll score 2. They're trying to hold it straight. They're going to be on their red, I think. Oh. Steal a one for Bachek. The other game here just left of us is Lushak versus Clark. Clark took 1 in the first, and Lushak came back with a big score of 4 in the second. Lushak now sitting 3 in the house. Clark just removed the guard out of the way. Lushak looking like they're going to put another guard up there. Might be a big steal for them. Max here on our rink is asked to put up a centerline guard. That one stops just shy of the rings. Bandit Eyden asked to put up a corner guard. They're sweeping this one here to give them a corner guard. It's going to be tight. That one's touching the ring, so it's fair game.
Chicken dance, and then they get in and like do a triple, and it's like, oh my god.
Max has to hit that one and roll under cover. And he slid way outside, and Dylan has to try to keep it straight. Van and Eyden asking for a corner guard on the other side now, on the right hand side here. That one rolls into the rings, and it's fair game as well. Dylan has to hit that one and roll under. Cooey shakes hands here. Doesn't even have to throw his last rock, so he's going to go to the final match. Semifinal game tomorrow.
Women's stuff? Oh yeah, Alicia already messaged me about that. She's totally into it.
Tomorrow midday or late morning, and then final tomorrow evening, late afternoon. Cooey will be playing in that. They declared it 6-4 final.
Correct. Weekend after. And then we go to Prairie. For the same price. Could have went to stay else.
No, it wasn't the same price. It was slightly less.
Then Eyden
$100 less.
just short there.
Roll.
Dylan asked to hit and roll under this one that's just biting the rings. Goal number 1, get it out. So there's no secondary scoring. He said he was center line side there. But he's got the weight down a little bit, so it's moving. Max is helping it. And it just misses. Ben Eyden trying to come behind this blue one on the center line. They just walked beside it. It's going to chip that blue one into play.
On the way back,
So now Andrew has to hit that red one that wicked off the blue and in.
you were off duty.
But I did end up on the way back next to Lindsay on the way up there. That's right. I've heard all about the story.
He's on the center line side, and Max trying to keep this one straight.
No, she was just telling that we had
Sweeping hard.
Chris had been
So going to get a piece of it. Got a piece of it, but rolls out. Van den Eyden trying to come in behind, but went way wide, and that's going to come into the rings and settle for shot rock. But Kessler says, let's take this one out. And again, he's way inside the broom. Max trying to hold this one straight, even to get a piece of it. That's actually going to turn out okay. Rolls a little far and out into the open. Van den Eyden trying to come through that port to take out that blue that just rolled undercover. Or out the other side, actually. That's looking fairly good. They're going to hit. They're going to probably roll out, though. Kessler helps that one out to the wings. But nice shot there. Get rid of that one. Kessler going to try to come in around his blue one that's just biting the rings. Both boys are on that one out of Kessler's hand. Looks like they'll have enough to drag it in. It's heavy. I don't know what they were thinking. Dylan trying to move that one to the right a bit. It's going to stop, but about a half open. Ben and Eyden more than likely going to just come sit on top of that one, and it'll be hard to get out. Ben and Eyden with his skip's first stone. Van and Eyden with the hammer here in the fourth end. He looks heavy. Oh, they're on it, so maybe I'm wrong. They're off of it now.
Like really, it's 7 minutes, no matter where you. Like,
That one's going to come in and trying to get some separation here. That's good, so Kessler can get to that noser on the inside and roll flop to the inside. Timeout, Bachek. Lushik stole one in the third, so now they're up 5-1. I think Clark was drawn against 4 or 5 there and cut them to just the one that was welded on the button over there. Kessler now after this timeout. Same shot. I think the timeout was more for execution and make sure you don't fling it. They're going to want to hit to the right-hand side of nose. He was outside a bit. Max trying to get that one back, but it's going to jam it on the blue one here. Oh, no, it did sneak it through. Not that you could see it, but maybe we can see the aftermath on the replay here. Sneaks that one right through. It was hard to tell. Bachek is lying 3. Van den Eyden gonna just nose hit this one for 1. So out of the hand, they're sweeping it, trying to keep it straight. They want to let it curl. It's going to hit on the outside. Jam It'll be just a steal of one. Have a bit of a fourth end break here as Bachek steals another one in the fourth. Go up 3-1 after 4.
I'm going to do some mic work here for a little bit. This is Chris Southworth, parent of Andrew Southworth III, and Max Ingram has delivered his first stone of end number 5, going for center guard, I think. And he comes a little heavy, quite a bit heavy. And it'll skate to the back of the 4-foot. Yeah, about 15 feet heavy. Red has called for a freeze onto that stone. Delivers a stone. And it's way light. Not going to be a free. Well, maybe not way light, but it's going to be a guard. Oh, perfect center guard, actually. Or 8-foot. Oh, full 12-foot. Kessler calls for a hit.
Indians? They play 8, so this is halfway.
If you can get a little roll to the. Get a hit and a little roll over to the left, possibly leave a nice little guard. And it's going to nose it. Noses it and takes the back one out. So blue is sitting 1 at the top of the house. Van den Enden calls for a draw in behind that guard.
He shot that down and I said to her husband, I said, sorry, and apparently I'm going to get this. Jody has you can tell Chris I'm doing if he could pay me a little bit on the side for my
I'll ask
yeah.
Supporting Bachek.
Yeah. You can be proud. Yeah.
And it's going to rubs off the blue one and sits full 8 foot. Kessler calls for a nose hit.
Yeah. I'll talk to somebody about that. I don't even get a free
Dylan delivers the stone.
Big for the free mugs.
Yeah, right?
A little bit wide on that. Andrew's trying to carve it over, but it's not going to be enough, and he missed it. Just missed the broom.
Negative Nelly, we're going to shut you down. You can say
Missed the broom.
they decided to let that one pass by.
Red delivers their stone.
This is your ears button up to 8
Okay.
if you want.
And that sails through the skates through the house. A little heavy. Dylan's gonna try his hit again. Kessler's taking a little bit less ice, I think, this time. And line's a little better this time. He hit the broom this time, and it's looking pretty good. Andrew's sweeping it to keep it straight, and he nosed it. Nice little shot. Little flop to the left would have been nice. Get some separation between those two stones. Currently, red can double those off easily, but they're going to draw in behind. I think if it was me, I probably would try the double, but I think they're thinking that their second might not be able to make it. Easier for him to throw a draw. We were talking to Ben Hebert a while back and asked him, what kind of shot would you make in this sort of situation? And he said the shot to call is always the one you can make. So always go for the easier shot when possible. Andrew with delivery. I think he's trying to draw him behind. But it looks like he's a touch light. Boys jumped it right away. They're pounding it. And it's going to curl in behind. Yeah. Sits right on the pin. Right to the pin. A little more to the right would have been nice. Right under cover, but that's pretty good. We'll take it. Van den Enden calling for a draw. They want to freeze to it. Maybe bump it off the pin. It's quite a ways out there, but it's coming back. They're sweeping it. They're pounding it as hard as they can. And, bumps it back about 2 feet. So red is now shot. Blue is at the back of the 4. That red stone is almost completely visible. There's enough to take it out and get to the middle or get to the inside of it if you throw a hack weight at it. and Kessler calls for a nose hit. He's got to get just a touch to the inside, because if he noses it straight back, it'll take that blue one out, which isn't a terrible thing because it's behind the tee line. Andrew delivers the stone. They're sweeping it to keep it straight. As long as and now they're carving it, and he's got it, but he jams. That's the risk on that shot there. He threw good weight at it, but I think they needed to drop their weight down a bit on it, and it would have curled in there.
Well, that might have been necessary.
No, that's not terrible. I mean, sitting there, we can freeze to them, and that freeze actually, to freeze to that one that's in the 4 foot, would put us on the button, and that would actually benefit us. If we freeze in there, it really makes it difficult for them to get their deuce, because they've got the hammer right now, and that's what they're trying to do. But they came a little bit light, and they tapped our blue one back. So Kessler's probably going to try to freeze it now, or play a tight run back. But it's there. He just has to run that one straight back. Get to just off center on the top one, and it'll run it back. The freeze might be a little bit easier. Oh, definitely a little bit easier, and I'd probably play the freeze. Coach has called a timeout, and he's going to tell him to play the freeze.
And what?
He's going to tell him to play the freeze. That's the shot to call.
Well,
I mean,
if you hit that red one back, for sure it's gonna.
No.
No. How can it pass on that second?
Looking this way, there's a gap like this between that one and the red one. It just has to go straight back, and they're just off center, and it'll take them both. But it's a high risk shot, but big reward out of it.
Coach, you talked him into it.
Yeah. Coach Don has convinced the boys that maybe the freeze is a better call here, and like I said, Ben Hebert says the shot to call is the one that you're going to make.
But it's not his slide.
You credited Ben.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Benny.
I'm academically responsible.
Yeah. You don't want copyright. Of course, Facebook did shut you down because
Kessler delivers the stone, and the boys are going to jump it right away. It looks a little bit light. They're pounding it. Oh, now they're off it and just keeping it clean. The boys were talking to Dan. Dan is one of the coaches in Okotoks that coached them and at the competitive academy in Okotoks, and he also is an ice maker here in Airdrie, and he was saying that they've had all sorts of dust falling from the ceiling and stuff. They don't know where or why. He was saying to make sure that you keep your stones clean, that you're running a brush in front of it always, just because of that. They've had a lot of picks this year. Little competitive curling tip for all you folks at home is that when in doubt, make friends with your ice maker. True.
Good job out of this. He's like, it's Dr. Phillip here. He's just got like,
Not Dr. Phil. Dr. Philip. A little bit different.
who's Dr. Phillip?
Dr. Phil is like little face of the guy.
No, Dr. Phil's cousin, who is actually smart
Oh.
and a good person. Because Dr. Phil's a douchebag.
Oh, nice shot.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Nice shot.
So they bumped the blue one back, and currently red is sitting 2. Kessler's looking at them, looking at the screen up above. It looks like there's a double there. You rub the red one on the inside, and you should be able to get to the red one, the other red one. He's taken about, looks like about 6 inches of ice, so I think he's going to throw a normal weight at it. Or maybe even control. Because the other thing you could do is just hit it and just roll in behind cover would be nice too. As long as he hits it. This end would be a good end to force red to take one, because this is an odd end. This is 5, but we would only want them to take 1. We wouldn't want them to get the deuce. And he has thrown it pretty quiet, and it's got a long way to curl. He's got a piece of it. But he hit the wrong side of it. It didn't. I think he slid a little wide again, and bumped the red one out. But it bumped the blue one went out, but bumped the red one to the middle of the 8 foot at the back. Red is now looking at a double here, I think, or they're just drawing. Yeah. That would be a really tough double, because the top red one would, it's definitely a doable double, but to get it through the little hole between the reds in the back would be really tough. It's there, but it'd be really tough. You're probably going to lose the red one. It might jam. So the draw is a little bit easier. And Van Endendine is not sweeping. They probably should have swept it for line, but they probably should have swept it for line, but they didn't. And red takes 1, which is good for us. We need to take the hammer back. Well, that's what you're doing at home. Yeah. There are fun things to do at home. I was talking about like video games and stuff. Jeez. Bunch of perverts.
That would not bother me. It's a happy medium.
Oh, yeah. Say hi to the kids.
Oh, will do. See you guys.
You too. Thank you for coming.
I was like, okay, I'll get through this one, and then I'll read the next one, and then I'll read the next one. Yeah. I try to read things up really late. I have to print them out, so then if it's 14 pages, I just highlight it.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Really good.
Are those the Olay non-alcoholic ones?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
We bought them at Costco,
I drink the hell out of that.
and we had the Olay alcohol ones, but also the non-alcohol ones. And then when my parents came, just to see the look on my mom's face when Kingsley cracked an Olay. But they are extremely, like the cans are extremely similar. The non-alcohol have a little color around the top, but mostly they're similar.
Van den Enden goes for a center guard, but they've come up short, hogged the stone.
Rita, don't write that one down. That was just a one-off. You gotta give him a break. I'm teasing you. soon as he got out the pen right away.
Oh boy. You're the hardcore coach.
Yeah.
No, I have it in all caps.
Oh boy.
There you go. Oh boy.
You're gonna make him do push-ups? That's what Dawn makes our boys do when they
Yeah.
No, I'm about to.
They'll be doing a few this weekend.
after this weekend they've got about 1,000 to do.
Not Max. Look at that nice
Oh
corner
yeah,
guard.
yeah. That's beautiful. We were just saying that when our boys are doing their practice, when they're practicing, they if they make a miss in practice, they have to do some push-ups. So really, our boys should be the best conditioned team on any sheet, but I don't think they do enough push-ups.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I love that. My favorite one was last year, Rachel Coleman had Polo Taco right on their thigh.
It's nails. It's nails.
I know, but it's awesome.
My Lindsay.
Max delivers his second stone.
A real Tracy moment.
He's trying to curl in behind his nice little corner guard he put up.
Her first one spiel
But
of curling.
the boys are pounding
I
it.
was like just taking it all in.
He's got it by.
Like, oh look at this.
Yeah, it's looking good. Oh, just skinnies the guard.
Never
It's
mind.
looking good.
Just
Biting. Oh,
that was probably also not the
Just-
first time I've ever done that.
about half an inch outside of the rings.
And every
Otherwise, it
once
would have
in a
been
while I
money.
gotta stop myself 'cause I'm like, at that point, we didn't know each other so much, so Lindsay was holding back. But she could.
Over on
she
sheet
could
7,
find some good ones.
Team Blue Shack is up. Looks like 5-2. Oh no, they're just 7-2 on Clark. And we'll go for our regular around the ring segment. So it's 7-2 for Clark, or for Lushak on Clark. Over on sheet 6, it is 4-2 for Duncan over Schoenhart, and it is 2-1 currently for Erickson over J. Evan Clark on sheet 5. And then over on the girls' side, sheet 1, 2, 3, and 4, I really don't know. It's too far to see.
So nice.
Vanden Enden called for a guard in front of their red one there, but over-curled and watch Andrew. Check out Andrew's face.
I was wondering why all of a sudden everything was repeating.
Dylan with his second stone made a beautiful hit and roll underneath cover. And he's got 3 guards there. It's lovely buried. Vanden Enden is calling for it's like a freeze to it.
He hasn't been there much. I don't think he's been there when I've been there.
They've never said, you know what I mean? Like, at least appreciate that she's over.
Doesn't curl far enough, but they draw it into the 8 foot. Kessler calls for a hit and roll undercover. Taking about 5 inches of ice, it looks like. Andrew delivers the stone. They're trying to carve it over. It didn't quite. It's not going to curl far enough to roll the way they want it to, but he's got it. Rolls to the other side a little bit. Just at the top of the logo there. A full 8. And Team Bachek is sitting 2 currently. Eyden is trying to freeze to our blue one there on undercover, and got it. Beautiful shot. Bumps it back about a foot. Beautiful. Still though, we're sitting 1-2. Kessler's taking a look at it, and he's calling for a freeze to it, maybe a little bit of a bump if he can. Not sure I'd worry about the bump, but the freeze is a good call. I'd even consider going to the other side and splitting the house and make a triangle. In curling, triangles are good shapes. We like them.
What do you do with that paper, Tina? Right?
It's true.
What do you do with that?
You want triangles. Triangles are hard to hit.
Isn't that what they call the Christmas tree? Not no, Christmas
Got
tree
one
is
there, and one there, and one there. That's a triangle. It's not a Christmas tree. Comes a touch light, but the boys are pounding it. They get it to the 12 foot. Just biting 12.
Just thinking about your preschool curling. Yeah. I'm not sure anybody wants their preschooler on the ice, but what about the rocks and rings? Like
Yeah, that's what we're thinking of. And like,
I'm just not sure if we hold our attention for very long, because even we did it with school age, and we really hold our attention for that
no,
long.
like
but
we have like our 5 to 7-year-old program right now. They're like there for an hour and 15 minutes, but we do like a 15-minute warm-up activity, and then they're inside for about half an hour or so. We do movement, a target,
Van den Enden calls for a draw.
We could do those a little bit longer. Like, it's only about 10 minutes for each one of those. We could maybe do them for 12 or 15.
And it's over curling.
And yeah, like I don't, and then
it might,
some of the rocks and rings stuff.
it just
so
becomes a guard.
Like, we're looking at like 45 minutes to an hour.
Bumps off the red one there.
Yeah, we're not starting from scratch. Like we do target activities, for example, but they vary every week, and then they still get the idea of like target, and if you're heavy, then how do we adjust it next time, kind of thing. Like, we and obviously younger age groups, we'd have to maybe 10 minutes for each of those activities would be good before we move it around, but. If we offer it, Christine is going to run it.
Kessler calls for a draw. I think he wants to draw 8 foot in behind all those guards. There sure is a nice big wall set up there. Kind of Christmas tree.
Yeah, we're not expecting.
If that's what you're into.
Great. It's just something.
And curlers usually are into Christmas trees. Lots of guards there, and if you can get it to the 8 foot undercover, it would be lovely. Be sitting 3 with hammer.
But you know, Okotoks too, Jody. They had Jody does a lot of, like, she's SLP, but she does a lot of, like, FSCD, although not so much, but they
Boys are keeping it clean.
for kids with autism. A curling clinic for kids with autism.
Now they're both on it, and it just cut all of a sudden as soon as it hit the center line.
We didn't get enough numbers.
You didn't get enough?
But it's going to bump and slide to the middle of the forefoot. So they're going to try to hit and flop underneath the cover there.
But that day didn't work for everybody.
Or it looks like they're trying to freeze to it. It's a good call too, but
Audience to begin with.
I think
Yeah.
I would probably hit here. I don't think I'd freeze. Freeze isn't a bad call, but the reason I'd hit is simply because blue is sitting 3, and you don't want them to take 3. But if you hit, it cuts that down. Like a hit and flop underneath to the 8-foot would be lovely. A freeze isn't bad either, though.
Christine was going to run it, and her kid is.
In curling, you always kind of think risk reward. How much risk do I want to take versus how much I'm going to get out of it if I take that risk.
Courses and stuff, and then plus her own.
Vandenenden delivers his stone. His sweepers are on it right away. Now they're off. They're thinking it should be there. He's got the weight. They should have been carving it though, I think. Oh, it's looking good. Little bump. Beautiful shot. Beauty. So, there's a few inches in between them with a 2 shots. You could probably pick that out of there, but if you do, there's a good chance you're going to lose that red one on the right. You could freeze to the inside of it or just draw in. I think blue is still shot. Blue's still shot. So they're looking at the draw. Don calls them back for a timeout. Blue shot. But like, not much, I think. Yeah.
So then do you try to draw in?
These cameras are really warped.
Yeah.
Like the cameras aren't warped, but the way they've got the camera and then it's a fisheye. Yeah.
Who's sitting what? I couldn't see where it was, the little clump on the edge. I couldn't see who was doing what over there. Okay.
And the decision is to draw. They're going to draw the 4-foot.
Just the look on the coach's face.
Tennille was teasing her husband. I said, "Is your wife not feeding you?"
No,
He's been a blender there,
He's
mister.
been making some conscientious choices. He's been working out.
Yeah.
I said, "Do we have the chicken for food?"
What's the coach's feed? I'm gonna have to put weights in his, put curling rocks in his pocket so he doesn't fly away. He's not fun, though. We can't have a drink.
Kessler's trying to draw here. He's just got to get full 8-foot or full 4-foot. Boys are sweeping it. He's close. Line's good. Line's really good. Whoa. Oh, it's on the blue one.
No, it's not.
No, yeah, it is. Not quite. Those two stones, the red one and the blue one, are both really close. I think they decided it was blue. It was blue.
Yeah.
For sure. 1 blue on that one. Score is currently 4-2. after 6.
It was ironic though. He thought it was quite funny. By the way, when I go to I'm like, well, you just said pop.
Jody's my slow. Is the mic still on?
That's okay. They didn't invite me. No, we didn't. And you know what? I listened to a lot of Mel Robbins, and I just think, what the that is just great. And you know what I love? Jackson is like, he's just picked up on that. And they were talking about relationships stuff because, of course, like those three boys, they live all very close together and stuff. And they don't get to Jackson's like way into it. Oh my goodness. He's just by the time we go there and whatever, you're back. So it's not
They did pull away. That's the last thing.
I just love what she said. That talks about relationships. When they say that, you know.
You are?
And I'm like,
I thought you were just avoiding me because I stole your Tupperware.
oh, I had to. Thanks for writing me that.
Kessler calls for a center guard.
She has a really good
For that, I'm going to keep it for you. Using See, with the new scanning system that they have there, they should scan, and if you don't belong in the postal code, you just don't get it. I'll suggest that to Costco. See what they say.
So yeah, I want to read the book too. Yeah, there's nobody.
Max throws a nice little center guard. It might be touching the center line, but Van den Enden has called for their corner guard. Looks like.
Very good. It's hard. It's a hard thing to do, but it's very important.
Again, nice little center or corner guard there. A few feet in front of the house. Max is going to try to draw in behind the center guard.
Well, please let him know, maybe. Please let him know.
And we have a little update from Sheet 7. They have shaken hands. Lushak has defeated Clark. Looks like at least 7-2. They took a couple points or something in the sixth end, so it's over there. Sheet 6 is currently tied at 3 in the sixth. Sheet 5, Erickson has pulled ahead 4-2 in the sixth. Sorry, 5-2.
What are you half watching?
Oh, you watched it like whenever we watched it.
Yeah.
Now it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
I never watched it before. I think I slept through a lot of movies.
Dylan's trying to draw in behind the center guard, but He slid quite wide. Oh no, sorry. He's going the other way. He was trying to freeze to the red one there. Bumps the guard, and it slides to the back of the 8 foot. Currently sitting shot stone.
Well, we watched the night agent. Let's get the civilian in there. Let's see what she can do. No. This is what she did. You watched the
I just put on the brakes, didn't I?
Van den Enden draws in behind the center guard. Puts a stone at the back of the 8 foot. And Dylan's going to try a hit on the stone sitting on the 12 foot. Oh, they're trying to carve it over now. Oh, it's got a ways to curl. It's got a piece of it, looks like. Picked a piece of it and rubbed his own blue and then hit the other red and bumped it to the back of the 12 foot. Blue is currently sitting 2. First and second shot. Red is trying to draw in, but it looks like they're going to come short. They're quite light. And that stone made it halfway. That happens sometimes.
We'll use a filter, it's okay. Filter that makes us look good.
Andrew is going to try to draw in behind the center guards.
They're in a bigger container now. Also a free container from your...
Weight looks close. They're holding it clean. Now they're right off of it. I guess it might be a touch heavy. Oh, it just started to cut.
I might not remember who you are, but I will remember every detail.
It may have hit a flat spot. It had to have hit a flat spot. Or it might have picked there because it just hit the brakes all of a sudden and really started to curl. And it's sitting about 2 inches in front of the house.
We're keeping our containers from the staff.
Van den Enden is going to try to draw in behind.
Container. The height of luxury. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well that's good.
This one's looking good.
Yeah, this one's close. It's going to be a beautiful shot. And right to the 4 foot. Undercover.
Well, mister.
And Kessler's going to try the run back there, which is a good call because if they don't get the run back, they'll just end up peeling the guard off. That's fine too.
I was feeling stressed about timing.
And he's going to be on the guards.
Honestly.
I think he needed to throw more weight at that.
Run not that blue one. I think they're trying to get more of the center one. The right on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. just curl a little too much. Okay, Kessler's calling a run back again.
It's a matter of have a 9-year-old. Well, they have 3 boys.
They're trying to carve it over. He's gonna hit it, but he got it. And takes out the back one too.
Good job, Kessler.
Perfect shot.
Wow.
Did you see the jump?
Yeah.
Should have replayed that. It wasn't on the button.
Van den Enden calls a timeout.
I don't know what that is down there that Dawn was doing, but there was a lot of that. I need translation on that.
Up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. Was that
Right now, like when he was just,
Yeah. Like, are we in the 7th or 8th now? This is 7th.
you can chug them though. The alcohol's not going to go to your head.
Yeah. You can,
No.
you can even bring it home.
I can drive.
Yeah.
Drink it while I'm driving. It's just a really good pop.
It's like,
Quite good.
like it's not like a low alcohol beer. It's no alcohol. It's like, how funny would that be to throw that in the kids' lunch?
That'd be awesome. Van den Enden calls a draw in behind the guards.
Recognize that
Center guards. And it's coming. It's really cutting on that side. It's going to be close. Skates to the back of the 4 foot. Just shot. And Kessler's going to call a freeze on it. If you could bump it back 6 inches would be lovely. Get to it and bump it just a titch. Sit 1-2. Over, go to our regular around the ring segment. Over on sheet 5, they've done handshakes, and Erickson has won. Erickson will be moving into the playoffs. So far, our playoff picture for the Ray Kingsmith is looking Erickson and Lushak, probably Clark. Currently, Schoenhart and Duncan are currently tied. Whoever wins that one will probably be in the playoffs.
Nope. They're on the
Oh, roll it over.
right. He just can't find his drawer.
That's not characteristic for him.
Freeze it. What's that?
Van Enden is calling for a draw in behind. He's got to hit the 4 foot. take a deuce if he gets the 4 foot. And it's really cutting. He is on the guard.
He's on the guard.
Yeah. They are just cutting at the end. As soon as they hit the hog line, they just dive.
Yes. Well, the group.
So that makes the score currently 4-3 for Bachek coming home.
Oh no, I want cashews. Cashews? Yeah, okay. Please, thank you. Saltine, yeah.
Thank you.
All these oranges are nice.
You'll come.
Right? It's hit or miss. They're either dry.
I should have said tag. Yeah.
I'll have some of Jay's nuts. I mean, these nuts.
Those are really good. Oh, Lindsay, your nuts are amazing.
Yeah. They're Andy's. Give a shout out to her.
No.
Are we kidding? She's not watching.
No?
You don't think she's supporting her brother?
Team Bachek is called for a corner guard. Typical
He's not walking
historic kind of strategy. Oh, correction, they're looking for a draw to the T-line. Of course, it's the last end. They want the draw to the T-line so they can keep everything clean. They don't want any junk up in front. Even if the sail's through, it's fine. We don't want it at the back of the house, though. Through is better, and it is through.
So if you guys win this game, are you going to... I think it's just 1-2 for the each pool. So it would be Evan and Bachek from this pool.
It's the 45-degree angle. Like you give it to it. Well, should we have the or is that too light?
That's a big end on. As close as that game has been, Duncan either just got 2 or 3. I think it was 3. Two.
So, Jackson,
Oh my gosh.
her laugh is quite a cackle.
Your mic is on.
I was over there. It's okay.
They're only finishing their 6th.
They're slow.
It's the team that ran it. Oh, that's another one that
What?
like hearts. Like I'm wondering what's going on with them. and not gross. Like,
I think there's a couple flat spots on this ice.
chocolate nuts.
I think these are raisins and blueberries.
I'll grab some of those too. Thank you.
It makes me nervous because I think that the boys might have.
Kessler calls for a draw in behind. If he should happen to tick the blue one and bump it over, wouldn't be bad either. Open up the center line. But it's going to be light and be a nice center guard, which is not what we want. Again, I think there might be a flat spot on the ice there, and once not much pebble on it, and once the rock hits that spot, it just dies. Kessler calls for a hit on the red one, sitting on the center line there.
All of a sudden got really cold here.
Gonna hit it. Hopefully get a roll over of some sort. Yep, and it peels it off, which is good. Takes out that back one, which is just as good too. Red's gonna try to draw in behind the guard.
She was a lot.
Take care. Drive safe. Yeah. See ya.
See ya.
Carolyn.
Yeah. I was like, that says a lot about.
And
even when she's like, oh, it's getting late, I should probably.
Kessler calls for another hit on the red one. They put another one back where the other one was.
Yeah. Almost done, Kingsmith. Oh, shoot.
This one's kind of hanging on the center line. He's going to peel it off, which is just fine.
Kingsley has ball tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock in North Calgary. So she's not getting home till like midnight, and then has to be up for ball in the morning. Oopsies.
I'm putting a lid on this other free container. It's starting to look really bad. I can see the optics of this to you.
Red calls for a drawing behind the guard, but
This was like
comes a little light and rubs the guard. So Andrew's going to try to take that red one out, clean up the center line, clean up the center. When you have hammer, especially coming home, you want the center open because you're always playing. When you're coming home, you're always playing for a draw for your skip or for him to not have to throw it all.
Did you hear the excessive cheering over there when they made shots? Are you surprised? Like, I suppose maybe I have greater faith in your kids. I'm not surprised when they make doubles and triples.
which is but it's mostly It's her middle kid.
Pardon? Yeah, yeah.
Like actually sharing in here. What is Max gonna eat that we've eaten all of this food?
Van den Enden
He'll be like
curling behind the guard and bumps the blue one a little bit.
So the high school boys, like
covered about
obviously not on the same, like, you know, we
A
didn't-
quarter of the stone is covered, enough to hit.
My God.
Kessler's
The
going to
one
try to hit
boy,
it.
Elliot, like, I don't know if he has that sweet of a tooth all the time or if it was just that he was away from home, but like, I looked at his breakfast and he had a waffle. And then there was this mound of whipped cream. The syrup, and there was syrup dripping down it and whatever. And then he goes up and he grabs a cookie from the breakfast thing, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this boy's gonna crash. And then, Owen's mom took some snacks, and they weren't really eating any of her snacks that she brought for fourth and grade.
They called a timeout. Kessler called a timeout. They're looking at.
So she went and bought Bite
Kessler was looking at the hit on the red one, and that's what they're going to go for. He's going to have to take in a little more ice. He's going to probably throw a control weight at it, I'd imagine. He's got to be careful to get to at least nose on it, or else he could jam on the blue one there. And then we've got a problem coming home.
So which parent is it that does the live streaming?
And it's looking pretty good. It's going to be by the guard. I think he's got it.
Nice shot.
Nice hit and a little flop to the left. Beautiful shot. Van den Enden is going to try to draw in behind the guard. That's all they got. And he's going to have to draw at least full 8 foot and hope for a miss. Having hammer coming home is always a huge advantage. However, many a game is lost on that last stone from a miss. That's looking pretty good. It's going to be by the guard. Yeah, it's looking good. And he's going to rub the blue one, pop over a bit, and it's out in the open, and Kessler's going to hit it. He's just got to make it go away.
I'm Toby, it's fine. I'll go back here.
The only one not stuck in her face with, can I have a drink here?
No.
Yes.
We're just making funny of her.
It was no because it was a no? Because it's really gone? Southworth.
Kessler with the delivery. He's got at least a piece of it. Yeah, it's looking good. He's probably even going to nose it.
Nice job.
They didn't sweep it or anything, and that's game. It's a win for Team Bachek. A good little game.